Hello. On this episode, we're going to pick up where we left off last week. I had my stones on order and talking about the oil cans, a whole bunch of other stuff. I kind of got everything mixed up, but my stones came in for the little what's this thing called? Speedo Sharpener, and it took a little bit of quick fitting, but they fit on there just fine now. And I've already cleaned it up off camera. I did it the week that I had posted it and started taking it apart and trying to fix it. After the video, and I found I could get stones for it, I went ahead and, like I said, real quick, just hit it with the wire brush. So let me put the camera on it here, and I'll show you what we had to do. We'll get it together, and we'll do a quick sharpen on something. Okay, so these things came on this little shaft here, and they were basically set up just like this thing was. It was a little cup. They were in there like that. It had a little plastic cup, a spring, and a little circlip to hold it on, and then you would run it in your drill. So that shaft was a little smaller. I want to say this was in 7mm, and I think I checked it both ways. I think I just used a metric wrench. This came out to like 8mm. I'm sure as old as it is, it's American made. It was it's a fractional size. I'm going to say like 5/16, somewhere in there. But anyhow, I just checked it for comparison. This was 7mm, and this was around 8. And what I ended up doing to get them to fit was I took the arbor apart, got the stones off, and just kind of stuck a screwdriver. I tried a file handle, but it wasn't hard enough, but I used a screwdriver and just kind of worked it around and got the hole opened up a little bit. And then I got all the pitting and everything, kind of filed that off and cleaned it up, so it actually shrunk this shaft down just a little tiny bit, and I had a real square, sharp edge here. The shaft is hard, and I basically just stuck the stones on there, got them lined up where I could feel it starting, and then just worked it with my hand and just kept working, and it actually worked itself through, and they fit real nice and snug now. So go ahead and just pop them on, put this little cup on, spring, my little nut, snug him up, give him some oil. Oh, that's nice and smooth. So I have this, it's old military, I think it's Italian Navy knife I got off a military surplus. So we'll put him in there. Let's clamp him down to the bench. Okay, so you see the little V groove in the stones here, and you just take your knife edge, lay it in there. It looks pretty nice. You can see where it don't reach because of the body of the knife and everything, but it's putting a pretty nice bevel on there. I had sharpened this by hand some time ago whenever I got this thing, and it's a different bevel than what I did, so it's kind of trying to get through what I put on it and make a new edge. It's getting there. Let me do it a little bit more here. I'll tell you, all cleaned up, a little bit of oil in them little spots to get to the bushings in there. It really made a big difference. That thing was so stiff and just gravelly feeling when I first got it. But that's actually bringing up a pretty good edge. That will work just fine for kitchen knives. So that's going to look real cool. Get him, wipe him down with a little paste wax or something like that, and put him in the kitchen somewhere and take care of the knives real quick. Saves me having to bring them out here and fiddle with them by hand. Now I wouldn't sharpen no pocket knife on it because with the, you know, the handle and the thickness and everything, you can't get in there. But a nice long kitchen knife will fit right in there and certainly put a decent little edge on there. So, well, it feels good to have that wrapped up. I hate getting into a project and then you can't finish it and you get stuck waiting on parts or something like that, and then the project gets drawn out and you end up doing another project to take its place for a little while you're waiting or whatever, and it's such a pain. It just feels really good to have it completed, and it also feels really good that honestly at the end of the video when I was working on this thing, I really thought when I broke them stones, I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to find another set of stones for this thing. And I was quite pleasantly surprised. It took a good bit of looking. I'd say after the video, I probably spent the rest of the day online looking on different websites between Amazon and eBay and just all kinds of cutlery sites trying to find stones that were pretty close to what I had to be able to either fit or make them fit. And this was a nice little compromise. It didn't take too much to get them on there, and this is a neat little addition to my collection, and it's also, the way I like things, I like them functional. So that's really cool. All right, nice little short video this week. Appreciate you watching. If you hung in there this long, listen to me talk, you're awesome. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time.